Welcome back, all you weirdo little creeps.
I think I'm falling in love. She said,
Hi, I'm Bloody J. I'm an addict. Molly, lean, weed. Yes, I got you have it.
So recently on websites like Twitch and Kick, people have taking vacations to other countries just to seemingly get themselves kicked out of that country, specifically Japan. I've seen multiple streamers go all the way and make the trek all the way to Japan just to racially and verbally harass people in public places, do things that get them landed in jail, and then seemingly try and attempt to what looks like get themselves kicked out of this country that they're in. It's as if they're trying to get themselves deported. One time, a streamer by the name of Suspendus and another streamer that was accompanying him got jailed for a specific amount of time by making sexual advances on an underage girl in Nepal. You see it over and over and over again. Streamers that resemble Ice Poseidon going out and doing crazy things in foreign countries just to inevitably get that crazy sort of reaction out of the people there. They treat other people like they're just NPCs in a video game. It's genuinely disgusting and I don't like watching it. There was one particular streamer who his name was like Johnny Somali, I think, and he went out and he started harassing a bunch of Japanese people on a train in Japan.
Nagasaki, you know why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Nagasaki! Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know why we do to you? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we destroy it because you just don't know how to behave. Wallahi billahi wa ta'ala. I swear to God. You do again, we're gonna do again. You understand? You understand, Hiroshima? Wallahi, we do again. Wallahi.
And then, believe it or not, while he's walking through a Japanese market, some Japanese guy saw the clip, made a threat, and slapped him, right?
Japan, let's be respectful. You know what I mean? I hope nobody in the chat was saying weird shit. If I go back and whoa, what the chill out. Chill out. Stop. Hey, relax.
Except what people don't see is the fact that Johnny Somali had been genuinely like terrorizing the Japanese public for several days. Like he had made several clips doing this. He's not unaccustomed to this behavior. He's made a consistent sort of genre out of it on his channel. It's disgusting, and he kept doing it. And then eventually he got smacked for it. That's what happens. All right. It sounds primitive and it sounds apish to say, but if I were to go out and I were to racially harass somebody, if I were to drive up a couple hours to Oakland and I were to racially harass somebody, God forbid I get shot, right? Like I would get shot. I'd get stabbed. I'd get beat the fuck out of, and rightfully so, right? Like you don't do stuff like that. These people are saints. These people in Japan that were just tolerating him are saints. I would never. If I was in their shoes, I'd have jumped at this guy. I'd have beat him up, right? I don't think I necessarily agree with the racial comments made about him, but I understand what the guy was trying to achieve. He was trying to give him the same feeling that this Johnny Somali guy was giving those people on the train, right? Like, it's not cool. It's not okay to just go out and harass people in public, you know? Like, it's one thing when it's on the internet and you can just turn the screen off, but it's a totally different thing when it's out in public and you physically can't walk away from somebody. This guy was locked in a train with him. They were moving at high speeds. It's not like you can just walk out of the train, right? It's not like you can just change cars, right? Like it's not something that they could help, right? This guy was intentionally putting himself in this scenario so that they felt powerless and he could just do whatever, right? He's just a jerk. He's just an absolute jackwad.
My father was a millionaire when I was born. I believe back in 1980, my father was estimated to be worth around $40 million.
And then you get people like Suspendas. Now, Suspendas is a generally just terrible person. He's just not a good guy, actually. Like you could talk for hours about the horrible things this guy has done, but I really want to highlight the fact that on a Japanese train, he was blasting music like a jackass. This rich, pompous asshole was blasting music in the middle of a public train, and like loud music, obnoxious music, and people requested that he stop very politely.
pussy. It's what we do.
You said. What? Pussy. You pussy. You. Who the fuck do you think you are? Nah. You know? Chotomate, ne. Chotomate, ne. Speak English to me. Don't chill. In English we say chill.
No, use in Japanese we say disappear.
To which he said no, actually. He was literally disturbing the peace in a foreign country and chose to be a jackass when they responded in turn. This guy continues to do horrible things. On his drunken stupors, he goes absolutely like apeshit.
You can't press him, bro. He's Japanese, bro. He's Japanese, though.
I'm being honest.
He's gonna call the police, man. You're gonna go to jail.
Hit me, motherfucker.
Why would I hit you?
Because this is Japan. Because then you would be like, oh, I fucking gonna sue this motherfucker. You fucking start so much shit, talk shit.
I didn't start shit.
Hit me.
Why would I hit you?
Well, why you a bitch right now?
Why would I hit you?
Why not?
What do you mean? Why would I hit you?
Why? I mean, I'm just saying, like, you...
He's generally just a piece of shit. On top of that, he's a rich prick. He's 42 years old. He, I assume, lived off daddy's money for most of his life. Otherwise, he wouldn't act like this if he ever had to work even an inch in his life, right? If he ever had to put effort into anything, then it definitely wasn't work. This guy's just a bad guy. Right? He's the type of guy that people tell you to watch out for, and not because he's intimidating or cool or badass. They tell you to watch out for him just because he's a prick. He's just a bad person. He's just a genuinely awful, degenerate, like horrible guy. This same guy and another streamer who does similar content to his, they collabed and they went to Nepal, right? And in Nepal, they solicited an underaged girl for sexual relations. On top of that, they also solicited a store clerk for sexual relations. It just keeps getting worse. Like, it just keeps getting like worse and worse. I don't know when it's gonna stop. I don't know when it's gonna click in their heads that what they're doing is wrong.
You got kicked out, not deported. I hope countries will now deny your travel visas. You're a creep and excommunicated.
And on top of the already growing list of people who you should probably despise coming out of Japan, Nepal, and other places, Slightly Homeless is a Kick streamer as well as a YouTube creator. His videos aren't too bad, you know, he doesn't come off like a prick until you look at his streams and he consistently admits to going up to people all day and saying crazy shit, on top of the fact that he was jailed in Nepal for asking an underage girl for her WhatsApp. On top of this, he asked this girl to marry her. And in his apology, you know, the very much adult Slightly Homeless.
I mean, I don't really care. The clips say everything. The proof that the girl's age, and I don't really care. Asking a random girl to marry me as a joke is, I mean, I don't really care. It's like, I don't really care what you think, to be honest. Like, who cares? And if I randomly meet another girl, and not in Nepal, in a normal country, and I like her, I'm gonna ask her to marry me again. So that's all I got to say.
Took no responsibility. He just outwardly did nothing, right? He didn't say, "Oh my god, man, I really should have asked for her age before I did this thing. Oh my god, I really should have grew a brain. Oh, maybe I shouldn't go up and harass people in public." You know, instead of doing that, he defended his actions and went on a whole tirade about how they mistreated him in Nepal, dude. No, maybe the people in Nepal are trying to protect their children, all right? Like, dude, grow a brain, bro. I genuinely dislike these people. I dislike people like this who can't use their head enough to process that maybe they shouldn't go out and just harass everyone they see for views, right? Because that's what they do. They get people who want to watch the world burn, just go in their live chats, and they watch them do something absolutely heinous and horrible in the middle of public, right? Like, it's just bad. It's just not good, right? And it keeps happening, so it leads me to believe that this consistent pattern of behavior isn't gonna stop until these people see some justice. And all three, Johnny Somali, Slightly Homeless, and Suspendus, recently saw jail time in respective outside countries. So I'm really hoping that they'll learn their lesson and stop producing this content, if not as frequently. And if it takes another jail sentence, I hope they go through that jail sentence, right? I don't hope they get arrested, but I hope that if they continue to do foolish, like, stupid actions, that they see the consequences of their actions. And I don't know what those consequences might be, whether it's somebody slapping them again in the middle of public, somebody telling them off in the middle of public, or whatever it is. I hope they see those consequences, and I hope that convinces them to stop, because this is just stupid, dude. Like, I wouldn't go out and I wouldn't harass somebody from, like, fucking Oakland, right? I wouldn't go up to Fairfield and I wouldn't say, bro, all of you suck. All of you people suck, right? Like, I wouldn't go around saying stuff like that. That's horrible. It's just bad, dude. Like, it doesn't make you look good. It makes you look like an asshole. And you could say you made a brand out of being an asshole, but you didn't make a brand out of being at least a good asshole. You're just kind of a jerk. Like, you're not even a funny asshole. You're just a dick, right? There's nothing good that comes to that. And on top of it, these people get collaborations with gigantic creators like Ice Poseidon. And don't even get me started on, like, Ice Poseidon, dude. Like, he's a dork, bro. Like, he's just a bad guy. He scammed like thousands of people. He scammed his fans just to make a bag, and then when he apologized, he didn't apologize, and he just went and did that shit anyway, right? Like, he's just a scumbag, and he's outwardly a scumbag. So it's no wonder that these people would attract this crowd. It's no wonder that the people who do these things would attract these kinds of people. Like, I don't understand how they just keep on, like, doing things like this. It doesn't make sense to me how it doesn't click in their heads that maybe they shouldn't go out and do this. Maybe they should have some respect for the people around them, and maybe they should have some respect for themselves and make normal content that people like watching, right? Maybe they should go make some normal content that won't land them in jail, right? Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get the appeal either. Like, it's just not my type of thing. Like, if you like watching that type of thing, I guess you do you, I guess. But I mean, I'm praying on their downfall. So, all right, if you liked what you heard today, go subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, like the video. If you disliked it, dislike it, but make sure to go join my Discord. It's down in the description, and I want you to have a wonderful day. No matter what holiday is coming up, no matter what race, religion, creed, or color, I hope you have a wonderful, phenomenal day.
Bro, talk shit, we running him down. He almost moved with a gang, now. That shit is not advised. I'ma come up on some people with no rise. They ain't got no money and they not up no surprise. When I'm rapping, I'm a